Welcome back to SBR Forum Videos. Week number 1 was kind to a lot of teams. However, the Dallas Cowboys are behind the 8 ball right now after Dez Bryant broke the 5th metatarsal bone in his foot. Will be out anywhere between 4 and 8 weeks, and a lot of people say that it's probably going to be trending towards the latter half of that estimate here, because that's a tough injury to come back from. A lot of guys have had it and have taken a long time to come back from. NBA players, most recently Kevin Durant, basically cost him the entire season last year. So things really not looking great for Dez Bryant, at least here for the first half of the season. But if you take a look at some of the future odds movement that we've seen here from the Dallas Cowboys, doesn't look like the sports books or the betting or the sharps are really moving the lines or panicking that much right now. We did see some interesting movement though, especially in the future odds here for the Super Bowl, where the odds have been shortening or they have been going the opposite direction as well here for the Dallas Cowboys. Ladbrokes, for instance, changed their odd from 16 to 18 to 1, but a couple other books that, interestingly enough, have actually been moving their odds in the opposite direction and making the Cowboys a little bit more favored here in the Super Bowl. Very interesting, I think, odds movement here. It looks like there was some overreaction potentially on Sunday, and now things are evening out just a little bit here on a Tuesday. Their NFC odds still relatively the same, around 8 or 9 to 1. The NFC East is actually the one that's probably the most interesting here if you take a look at them, because they drifted on Sunday a lot, but now, much like some of the Super Bowl odds here, are shortening back here again as the it seems like maybe everyone overreacted just a little bit here, and maybe hopefully tuning into Dez, maybe returning on the shorter side of that estimate here. But he will miss a very tough portion of the Cowboys schedule here. Taking a look at it here, their next couple of games: Atlanta, New Orleans, New England, and then a bye week. Obviously, all probably will miss those, and then after that, they go at New York against Seattle and Philadelphia. But after that, after their week number 9 against the week number 9 game against the Philadelphia Eagles, Cowboys' schedule eases up a lot. And other than the game against the Packers, they don't play a playoff team from last year in the second half of the season. And that would be right around when Dez will probably be making his return, sometime in the latter half of those tough games, and right around week 10 or so, when at the latest, hopefully, for the Cowboys. So it could be an interesting play here on the Dallas Cowboys down the stretch as well, or maybe even in the latter half of this schedule here. But other than a game against Green Bay and Buffalo, their second half of the schedule is probably pretty easy here. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out updated Dallas Cowboys futures and week 2 odds as well here. And stay tuned for some of my NFL prop picks here coming out later in the week. But until then, for SBR Forum Videos, I'm Jordan Sharp.